Stephen A. and the Twitter fingers are still going, okay? He's talking about talking about the Commanders because I'm Stephen A., baby. Remember, it's fluid. It's fluid. And stop forgetting, Cam Newton, that the Commanders were without their top two weapons with the Dallas Cowboys. Patience is required. Just wait for it. They will not let you down. Trust me on this. First Take has evidence spanning 29 years. 30 in just 3 months. Be patient. The fall is coming. We know that Stephen A. is always watching what's happening here on the show. Cam, go ahead.
Hey, you doing all? Hey, what the parents say to their kids when they say they need to skip school? You doing all this, you should have stayed at school. You know what I'm saying? Where you at, Stephen? Now you doing all this Twitter thing. Where you at, brother? Good gracious.
Oh, look, we're going to get Stephen A. back in here soon. Let's move on. The Colts continue to prove the doubters wrong with another impressive performance against the Chargers. Daniel Jones threw for 2 touchdowns while Jonathan Taylor ran in 3 more in Indy's 38-24 win. The Colts now move to 6-1 on the season. No one seems to be able to stop the Colts offense. They've scored 232 points this season, their most through 7 games since the 1964 when the team played in Baltimore. Sunday was the Colts' 3rd straight game with at least 30 points, their longest streak since 2021. It feels like this Colts team, I'm not going to lie, has been flying under the radar. Like, we know that they've been winning games. However, I don't feel like a lot of people have been watching the Colts play in full on Sundays. Cam, I'll start with you. Are we looking at a Super Bowl contender in Indianapolis?
The Indianapolis Colts is only going to go as far as their quarterback Daniel Jones takes them. Now, the Indianapolis Colts has 22 touchdowns this year. Behind who? Who's number 1? Might you ask? Chris Lorenzo and Damian DeCarr? The Detroit Lions. But needless to say, this ain't that type of discussion point. The point is this. When you think about the Indianapolis Colts and what they've been able to do, they're top 5 or really top 10 in all these categories. Total offense, they're 4th. Passing, they're 5th. Rushing, they're 6th. Scoring, they're 1st. And red zone, they're top 10 as well. When you're asked to really analyze the Indianapolis Colts, they've been able to do it on all phases, and they've been playing complementary football all year. And I will say this again, the Indianapolis Colts are going to go as far as their quarterback Daniel Jones takes them. Have they been flying under the radar? Absolutely. But now when they start to have flex games and it's now time for the whole world to see how they've been winning and when they're winning and how we're going to see firsthand if they're the real deal or not, and sooner or later.
The Indianapolis Colts are definitely a Super Bowl contender. They are a Super Bowl contender, make no mistake about it. Let's just be honest. Everyone has just been hesitant to really jump on this bandwagon because of the quarterback, because of Daniel Jones.
Yep.
Everybody's vision is Daniel Jones from the Giants. That's what it is. But if you think about this Colts team, think about this. They've had this personnel. They just now inserted a quarterback who, oh, by the way, was in a training camp battle with Anthony Richardson. Won the battle, and now with all these weapons and this offensive line behind him, playing the best football he has ever played. And I waited until after this Chargers game. I said last week, I need to see them go out to Los Angeles and give them a better judgment call. Because the Chargers are a good team and they have a good defense. Well, let me tell you something. That game wasn't even close.
No.
They destroyed the Chargers on their home turf with a good defense. And you know why? What makes them so tough? They got the best running back in football in Jonathan Taylor. They got an elite offensive line. Okay, they got a tight end. That's going to be a Pro Bowl tight end in Tyler Warren. And then they got all these wide receivers that are really damn good. They may not be what we've been talking about on the show, like the CeeDee Lambs and all that, but they're really damn good.
Yeah, I mean, listen, we don't talk enough about the Indianapolis Colts on the defensive side of the ball, the difference that Lou Anarumo has made. Maybe one of the most important offseason acquisitions that are out there this year. It's a top 10 scoring defense. They're top 5 in takeaways. Yesterday, you had a thick man pick. That type of stuff matters. Nick Kral's got a pick in the end zone. Those types of plays absolutely matter. So the improvements on that side of the ball shouldn't be understated. But to me, it's about the quarterback and not being in harm's way. Daniel Jones has had 230 dropbacks. He's only been sacked 6 times. That's because you have the leading rusher in the NFL. You have a rock-solid offensive line that's playing as good as anybody. And he's been democratic in terms of spreading the football around. Coming into Week 7, the Colts were the only team to have four receivers that had 20 catches or more and a touchdown or more. The only team in the NFL. Shane Steichen has done a great job at being able to tailor this offense to Daniel Jones' strength while mitigating his deficiencies. And you guys tell me this, when's the last time you've seen a Jim Harbaugh coach team get out physical? Well, I saw it yesterday on that field in SoFi Stadium. They whooped the LA Chargers from pillar to post. The Indianapolis Colts are for real. And for everybody doubting them, you need to chill out.
Yeah, best 7-game start for them since 2009, and you know where they went? They went to the Super Bowl. All right, let's take a break here. Two high-powered offenses take us here to talk some college football, and we're starting off with a quick take. Paul, what do you think of Florida firing Billy Napier?
He was long overdue. He was really a complete failure as a coach. What's interesting, I mean, is this is the fourth straight Gator coach that has been fired since Urban Meyer was there and won 2 national championships in 5 years. But Billy Napier is gone, so where does Florida go? The name that I keep hearing, and I was down there 2 weeks ago, and every student on campus said, can you get us Lane Kiffin? Lane Kiffin will be the #1 choice. The question is, will he leave Ole Miss? He's always been interested in this job. He grew up a fan of Steve Spurrier. That's why he wears a visor on the sideline. This is a program that has won multiple national championships, but under Spurrier and Urban Meyer, and now Lane Kiffin, it's his time if he takes the job. But his team is still in the playoffs, so keep your eye on that.
All right, let's turn our attention to another disappointing team. The Clemson Tigers have fallen to 3-4 on the season after their loss to SMU this weekend. Head coach Dabo Swinney had a lot to say on his team's struggles and why we should believe he can turn things around. Take a listen.
This is a tough year to this point, but the year's not over, you know. So that's all I could say is you know, we hopefully have earned a lot of credibility around here. There's been a lot of great years, but this is a tough one. I promise you though, I've never worked harder, and I'm gonna continue to do everything I can, and we'll be back. We'll win more championships. All right, I promise you that. May not happen this year, but we're gonna win more championships. That's all I can say, and I think we have a track record that demonstrates that.
Back here with the guys, Dabo Swinney saying, look, more championships are on the way. Everyone just calm down. Cam, I'll start with you. What did you think of Dabo Swinney's comments right there?
What's going on, Uncle Paulie? How we doing? When I think about Dabo Swinney, the only reason why Dabo Swinney is not like Deshaun Foster, is not like Billy Napier, is not like James Franklin, is because he just won an ACC championship last year. Had he not won that, that's the only thing that's keeping his job as it to be the head coach of the Clemson University. But for me, the thing that Dabo has been deficient at is getting with the new program. He has been behind in NIL. He has been behind in saying like, yo, we want to go attack the transfer portal. And when you're stubborn with that, you live with it and you got to die with it as well. And that's the unfortunate truth of the disappointing season that we've seen Clemson that have had this whole year.
Paul, what's your reaction?
Yeah, I agree with everything Cam said. The problem with Dabo Swinney is this is a continuum. What happened last year when he had a pretty average season but managed to sneak into the playoffs by beating SMU on the final play of the game in the ACC championship was the outlier. The trend lines have been there, Amina, that he has really lost control of the program. Many people thought he had it back. A lot of people picked